Yo, what's good? Got a little trade recap here. It's March 11th, and I'm just going to be going over what I took today. I took two trades, one break even and one loss. And yeah. So today we had CPI, what most people got fucked on, including myself. The CPI candle was literally like 65 points, like all around. It's not ideal. 60 points there, 60 points there. It was just terrible, honestly. I blew two evals from it. No biggie. But let's just go right to market open. So I know some people actually took this long at 9:15, and it was just a 5-minute continuation long, two data highs. It was really, really clean, very simple. I personally wasn't on the charts for it, just because after CPI I was just giving myself a little bit of a chart break before market open, because I didn't want like analysis paralysis or anything. So this was a good trade though. Props to anybody who did take that, but I did not. And I'll go into the trades that I actually took. So first I took a 4-minute long to previous day highs. Okay, so it looked really, really clean. As you can see, we retrace into this 15-minute bullish fair value gap at 9:45, and we show strong rejection from it. Okay, strong rejection from it. Great 15-minute PO3, and we get a really, really strong inverse. So at the same time of this, I'm also seeing that we're inside of a 1-hour bearish fair value gap. So this 4-minute closes strong and inverses this 1 hour. I am very open to taking this setup, and it looks very, very clean. So that's exactly what I did. I entered right there. I think I entered on two contracts. Nothing really crazy. Just targeting previous day highs, break even at the internal high, and we had a very, very strong push. Like if you look on the 1 minute, I thought we were gonna hit TP in 1 second. To be honest, shit was really moving, and then we just went break even. Okay, went break even, put in this bearish SMT with this high, and just setup failed. Overall, I still think this is I wouldn't say A plus setup, but it was definitely really clean. I think we were respecting discount of the range as well. No, we weren't. We definitely were on ES. Yeah, we were on ES. So that's enough for me for there. But anyways, so that was the first setup that I took today. Very, very clean. I really liked it. And then we just started kind of dumping down. At this point, I'm still very bullish just because of the current signature and price. Like we just inversed this 1 hour. Even though we have this bearish SMT, we left previous day highs above and we still have these draws. A lot of people were really sticking to these equal lows and they really wanted these to get hit today, or they wanted to catch shorts in this range. But after inversing this 1 hour, I didn't want to see price. Like I didn't think we reached our objective, our bullish objective being this high. It's literally just a high that inversed the 1 hour gap. So this was not my bullish objective. I wanted to see previous day high get hit. And if we take a look on the 1 minute, where are we right now? Let me see. Right. Okay. Where's my second trade at? Oh, I'm on NQ, that's why. Okay. So now, after that first setup failed, we retrace back, sweeping this 15-minute intermediate low. And I was using this 15-minute as my condition right now to see prices either higher or lower. And in this case, we respected it again. And following that, we also opened up let me just delete this setup. Following that, we opened up a 5-minute IFEG. Okay, so at this point, what time were we here? Okay, we opened up a new 15-minute candle right at 10:45. Okay, so at this point, my key scenario to see prices higher, because if we inverse this 5-minute fair value gap here, we're still inside of this little tiny 15-minute that we just created. Okay, so that's still necessary, like not really valid at that point because we're inside of a high time frame gap. So what I wanted to see was us inverse the 5-minute gap when the 15-minute closes, and that's exactly what happened right here. We got that closure at 11. That's the only problem I have about this trade. Also the fact that we do have those equal lows below, but the current signature and price was just so clear to me. I was honestly extremely bullish after all of this happened, even though we put in this sort of fat rejection wick, but we also have a fat one on the downside as well. So obviously I was bullish. Was my bias wrong? Not really. I mean, we weren't really bearish all day, but I mean, I guess my bias was wrong today, which doesn't happen very often, but happened today. No biggie. Anyways, as you can see, I entered my position here, and we got stopped out very, very quick. Just another icing on the cake for this setup to make it even, even better. Another reason why I entered was because we were respecting high time frame OTE of the range hard. If we look on the 15 minute, we don't want to even close below OTE whatsoever in this moment. So when I'm looking at this setup form right here, if you look on the 15 minute, here, wait. Like this shit looks really, really clean, right? You cannot blame me for wanting to take this setup. We have OTE of the range, respecting this 15-minute for value gap while disrespecting this 15-minute bearish fair value gap, also getting a 5-minute IFVG with a draw above, high resistance stop loss, very high resistance, and you could consider this a high resistance take profit as well, but in this current scenario, I'm, very confident that price is just going to sit here and run through this and take previous day highs before us going lower to those equal lows. So overall, the setup wasn't terrible in my opinion, but obviously it didn't play out, and that's what's going to happen sometimes. But I asked myself, I did technically break a rule today just because I entered right as kill zone was ending. But I asked myself, with this current signature and price, and with what the chart's looking like right now, if you take this setup, are you going to be pissed that you lost? And when I answered no, I was fully confident in my setup, very confident in my analysis, that even though this setup didn't play out, I am not angry at the fact that I took it after kill zone, even though it was one of my strict rules. In any other case, it's very, very important to stick to your rules, especially as a beginner. But, I mean, I guess I don't want to say I'm like discretionary or whatever, but the shit looked very, very clean. Price action has been pretty buns recently. But, I mean, I guess you can say I could have avoided this loss, but I wasn't really upset with the outcome of this trade. Obviously, it sucks to lose, but overall, this is something I would backtest, and even though it's after kill zone. So those are the two setups I ended up taking today. If you guys took the same trade, or if you guys won today or lost, let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, let me know. Go check out the Instagram. I'll have a shorter thing, and I'm also running a giveaway with Alpha Futures right now if you use my code at checkout. It'll be in the description. The winners are being announced on Friday, so get your discount. 25% off right now with Alpha Futures with the new 0 accounts. And yeah, hopefully you win. Good luck.